See white pillars of light.
I see white pillars of light. What else do you see?
An angel.
Can you describe this angel for me?
He's presenting himself as Michael. With his hands out.
So I'd like for you to connect with Michael telepathically, mind to mind, soul to soul, and allow him to speak through you. What does Michael need to say today? Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Thank you for attending the session today.
We are pleased to be here. He has requested this gathering. He is here today to connect with us. To understand his true nature and his connection to us, who we are as the angelics.
Michael, can you educate me a little bit about the angelics so that I have a base to understand how he's connected to you?
We are a benevolent force directly connected to that which you call God. We are speaking through vibrations and frequency. Leonard has agreed to work with us in this incarnation. We have been partners for eons of time. He hasn't always brought us out in his physical lives, but in this one, we are impossible to ignore. We have come with messages for humanity to assist you through your ascension process.
How are you assisting us at this time?
By giving the knowledge of what and who you are as humanity, as the gods who walk the earth, with your divine connection to all that is, to have you understand that you have the Creator's spark within you, and you are indeed masters of your reality, no longer to be masters of limitation.
So I'd like to find out more about his connection What is his role with the angelic realm? What's his connection?
He has incarnated through our energies as a teacher, as a relatable human figure, while working with us and maintaining his human nature. People will see him as a brother and be able to relate to the experiences of his life.
Has he chosen these experiences?
Yes.
Yes. For what purpose?
For learning and expansion.
How much more does he need to expand with all of these experiences? They've been pretty difficult.
The contrast serves him greatly. There is nothing he is experiencing that he cannot handle, and he knows this. But his experiences will start to lighten up, to bring more beauty into his world and others.
Now, when he is going through these experiences of expansion, who's assisting him at that time? Does he have guidance?
We are always assisting. His friends in the galactic realm.
Can you tell me who those that are guiding him are? He's curious about his guides.
His Arcturian, multi-dimensional counterpart is always assisting. From the starship, he was presented a sighting of their ship very recently. That was his way of acknowledging that they are indeed out there, and it is real.
Now, these that are on the ship, would this be another aspect of himself?
Yes.
Yes. Any other guides that are working with him?
His friend Raphael.
What is Raphael's role in his life?
He is helping him open up his heart space, which at times he guards, but is becoming more comfortable.
How does his heart look now?
Open.
Very good.
And the compassion he has been receiving from others in his reality have been an example of his open heart.
Very good. So as he opens his heart, he allows more in?
Yes.
And more of those people into his life?
As he opens his heart and raises his vibration, he's only attracting compassionate and kind people. Although, when he chooses to lower his frequency, old aspects will rear their head to remind him how far he's come and what he really chooses and wants to experience.
Wonderful. Will this be part of his teachings as he moves forward?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So he has to experience them himself so that it sounds authentic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about this teaching path.
He will be working with us and the energy of Michael. This has all been agreed upon pre-incarnation. It will come very easy as he practices, dialing in to us. He has intended for it to be easy, and so it will. We, in compliance with him, will take this on a large scale.
Can you tell him what that means? How large is this that you're going to go with him?
This means he will be in front of audiences of thousands of people. At times, he may be working with other friends and souls who he has agreed to work with. But much of it will be him and us.
Now, when you say us, who else is involved?
We, as the collective energy, that is Archangel Michael. We are a collective group of souls, not one being.
So is this similar to the group that he follows, Abraham Hicks, where Abraham is a collective and not one?
Indeed.
Okay. So when we talk about the angelic realm, are all of the angels a collective?
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain that a little bit deeper for me?
It is a conglomerate of what you may understand as trillions of souls who resonate and vibrate to the same frequency of understanding of that which is angelic and God, and form a unique personality and particular energy that is always accessible to access ascended knowledge of different angelic groups.
So when someone who is clairvoyant sees Archangel Michael, what are they seeing?
They will see, however they choose to see us. Many humans choose to picture us with flesh and wings. But we are light in our way. Some may see angelic energies as different colors on the spectrum. Some may just feel the energies and know we are present.
So when you call upon Michael, as I do many times in my session, am I calling upon the energies?
Yes.
Yes. So it's very comforting to know that there is so much available for the humans to connect with.
Infinite.
So I have another question about angels. There are many times when people get into accidents or near-death experiences where it seems that an angel comes and assists them. What happens at that time?
Our friend here, Leonard, has had us come in at different times due to vibrational fluctuations and choices he's made that may not serve the moment or serve the contract. So at times, yes, we will come in and intervene, if you will, to make little adjustments to that particular reality and redirect safety at times.
So are you actually working with the timeline or time-space reality? What is it that you actually do?
All of the above.
So if someone is in a situation where they could be in danger, their life could be in danger, and they're not ready to fulfill their contract and end, how does that work?
This just means that they have made choices that are not serving the greater will of their life. So we will come in, shift things around, take things out, protect the soul and physical body from harm and danger. He has had these experiences where he knew we were present and noticed a shift in the physical reality in which he was divinely protected.
Is he also assisting others with shifts in their life?
On many levels.
Can you tell me more about how Leonard is affecting the reality around him?
As he comes into his truer, more authentic nature and core vibration, his light is changing others' vibrational frequency and light quotient just by coming into their auric field.
What is a light quotient, please?
It is the ratio of light and source energy being expressed within the physical body, their connection to the source is being influenced and raised. He is noticing as he does this work, as he steps into particular arenas, he's being met and greeted with more kindness. The general expression that people are pleased that he has arrived. This is a way to take note of some of the changes he has made.
So he has told me that he understands that this is an illusion, this reality that we live
Yes.
So how can we influence this reality, this illusion that we've created?
Be mindful of your thoughts and emotions that you are emitting. This is a vibrational reality. So when your thoughts join your emotion, they are emitting a frequency and vibration that are activating the law of attraction, which is bringing about events and souls to interact with that are matching that energy and vibration. So with every choice and every thought, you are opening up a different reality, infinite doorway that is creating your life as you see it.
If we have so many doorways in our lives, do we go through these doorways frequently with different emotions? Are they static?
Always. At all times. Doors are opening, doors are closing.
So, for example, if Leonard were to make a choice today that would lead him into a different path, would the choices that he made in the past still be open? Are there two different realities that are working simultaneously?
No. If he makes a choice, the past is irrelevant. He will be led on a new path in regard to that particular choice.
So can you tell me what his path looks like ahead of him now with the choices that he's made?
We are pleased with the changes that he has made. He has agreed to do certain work with us, which he has chosen to ignore previously out of different fears and angst. But the changes that he has made is aligning him to his true nature, which is fulfilling the contract which he has signed, if you will.
What does that contract say?
We, in conjunction with him, are here to assist humanity in their ascension process as galactic beings who are connected to their universe and other universes to help remember that they are God, an expression of, a reflection of, with God power within them to create whatever their mind can imagine. To remind them of the true power that they all have, to stop the disempowerment that's been going on for so long on your planet.
So he had questions about this shifting of consciousness, ascension. And how can we ascend to higher dimensions? What is actually the steps that we need to take as humanity to step our vibration higher and higher through ascension?
This is a planet of free will, so the human soul always has a choice whether to engage with information like this or ignore it. But just acknowledging the fact that they are indeed the infinite creator activates them in a way that they will shift realities with souls who have made the same choice into a higher vibratory field in which harmony and knowledge of these powers will be known.
Now, when you say that we need to acknowledge that we are God, in the reality that we've been living for so long, where we have been disempowered, saying that we are God to many seems like it's coming from ego. So how do you play with that to be able to give that power back to the people without seeming like it's blasphemy to those who have brainwashed so many for so many years?
Education, explaining what it is that we mean when we say that you are God. You are part of the interconnectedness to infinite intelligence that is God, the source of love and compassion that is God, with individual creation abilities, but at the same time, you are all the one, reflection to one another of the one in which you call God. You are all the same, therefore you are all God.
But there are many who may say, well, what of those evil people who are doing terrible things? Are they also God?
Yes.
How do we wrap our heads around that?
People who are experiencing or committing these acts, in which you would call evil, are just playing a role to the vibrational reflection and what is the overall collective human consciousness. All of the contrast is serving the population. For contrast is how expansion happens on this planet. But you will notice as the more these evil acts are seen and known, there are individual, therefore also collective choices being made that they do not want to have that experience anymore. So through the contrast, the humans on your planet are learning certain lessons that their souls have agreed upon, while also helping the evolvement of the human race. But we wish you to know that all souls who are apart, whether it is doer or victim, in which you may call them, those souls have agreed to have that experience.
So we can't judge.
It would not serve you.
So that's the fine line that we have to work on. Seeing these evil acts, but maintaining our vibration and focusing on what we do want instead.
Correct.
Okay. That's, I think, a very difficult task for many.
It can be. As you say it is.
So, for those who are involved in so much emotion, where things are happening in their life, where they're seeing so much turmoil, what advice would you give these people in order for them to shift out of that reality?
To shift out of realities that they will see as negative, we wish them to acknowledge their spirit and connectedness to that which you call God, to understand that they can adjust their vibrational output through changing beliefs and stories they are telling themselves that are reflecting their outer reality. Because we want you and them to know that the inner conversations and the inner world happens first, then the outer world will always follow.
Very good. So talking about our inner world, we have DNA, which is who we are physically.
Yes.
How can we change that inner world of our DNA? How can we activate it to go to a higher level, to a higher dimension, to connect?
Meditation is an extremely beneficial modality to put into daily practice through clearing the resistance to thought processes. You will clear the mind and start to vibrate with the galactic energies, the angelic energies, which will therefore help your molecular DNA vibrate differently in a lighter capacity with a higher vibration. Enough practice of this will have a permanent effect on the DNA to upgrade the vessel, if you will.
What are these upgrades that we receive when we meditate and we connect?
There are many gifts that humanity has access to, but has chosen to cut themselves off from and ignore for many thousands of years. This is changing as of recently with DNA upgrades. Humans have access to the infinite intelligence and higher vibratory thought fields and energies like us and Abraham and others you may see. The human beings will be able to telepathically communicate. The vocal expression And verbal expression is a lower density form of communication. The act of telekinesis and moving things physically in your reality with your mind is possible. The act of levitation is possible. All of these special powers that you have heard of in different scriptures and folklore are true.
Now, when we receive these gifts, is it something that we have to work on? Or do they come naturally as we upgrade our DNA and connect?
They will come naturally, but again, we do not insist, but suggest that you have daily meditative practices. Through doing that, your DNA will change.
Okay. As gods, can we direct our DNA to change?
Yes. The cells of your body are just passengers on the ride. You are the captain of the ship who gives the orders. So, directing the cells to make particular changes that you would like to experience is necessary, or the human being will get caught up in old thought processes and paradigms and continue to tell the same story.
So, talking about these cells and directing them, there are many people who are ill. They have illnesses, sicknesses, pains.
Yes.
How can we, as God, direct our cells to have a healthy body?
By being the commander of the ship and giving verbal instructions, sometimes expressing them out loud can assist with this.
Okay.
To change the neural pathways in the physical body that are firing and therefore also emitting those vibrational frequencies. But we wish you to know that all illness and ailments are coming from beliefs and stories that are being told upon the inner. So taking control of the vessel, the statement of I am can be very beneficial in directing the ship and reprogramming the body.
Okay. Can we also ask for assistance from the angelic realm?
Yes.
So how can those that are there for assistance assist us in reformatting our body, for example?
Well, first you must ask to receive, for we cannot interject. But by asking, you invite us to come and assist you with working on your own physiology, blessing the human body. This may come in what you may call as different prayers. But the asking is imperative.
So, for example, when you say that Raphael has been working with Leonard with his heart, did it come as a request from Leonard first?
Yes.
Okay. And once a formal request is made out to the angelic realm to assist, is there anything that we need to do as gods to work with the angelic realm?
Get yourself in the state of allowing, which is the feel-good state. Through doing that, you will open up the channel in which we can assist and help, which will help you accept the blessing and assistance.
Very good, thank you. Now, Leonard had questions whether he has any implants or negative influences in his body.
He does not.
Okay. So, since Leonard doesn't have it, just for my information, one that gets an implant in their body, has this been to is this part of their free will? Have they agreed to this on some level?
Yes.
Okay. So, what would you tell a person who does have an implant?
We would tell them to ask how it has served them, how it has helped them expand their consciousness and vortex of what they truly want. All of these implants can be removed and essentially vanish even instantly. But again, you must ask for assistance. But it will not leave their reality until the particular lesson has been met. Once the contract of said implant has been met, it can easily be removed.
Okay, very good. I have a question about I know that he is part of the Ashtar Command. Can you tell me how that is influencing his life at this time?
Yes. The Ashtar Command, as you know it, is a part of a federation of stars, planets, and beings of benevolent nature, very high dimensional in their ways, who have volunteered with their own free will to assist different planetary systems, universes, and souls with their knowledge and acceptance of who they are as the infinite creator, as God. This has influenced his life in many ways. He is remembering us and who we are as the Ashtar Command. Our fleet of ships are within your universe and multiverse since the beginnings of your time. We are a conglomerate of many different species, very high in vibration. We are the helpers.
Now you said that you've had ships here since the beginning of our time.
Yes.
These that are within the Ashtar Command, are they physical beings?
Some.
Some are, okay.
Not all.
And these physical beings, do they have lifetimes like we do?
Yes.
Yes. Do they have a certain period of time in which they live and then they do not live?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me how Leonard is associated with this? Did he live, or is he on this ship right now?
Yes.
In a lifetime?
He is aboard our starship right now.
What does he look like in physical body?
He has seen many images in his mind's eye of what his brain and mind can interpret of the Arcturians. This is his counterpart and partner aboard the ship. Projected blue in nature with 3 fingers. Many times when he has channeled this being, he will automatically put his 5-finger hand into 3.
What else does this being look like?
The physical head is elongated, not similar to the humans. They are very lanky, if you will.
Long bodies?
Yes.
Yes. What is the skin like?
Silky smooth. Yes.
Do they wear any type of apparel, any attire?
At times.
At times.
They will when they present themselves to different planetary systems to let them know they are united.
Yes. So there is a uniform that they wear.
Yes.
When he is on the starship here on Earth, is he wearing this uniform? Does he appear to him with that uniform?
Sometimes. Sometimes not.
Okay, good.
Sometimes he will just see the head if we are sending telepathic communication, hovering. Other times he has experienced what it's like to walk aboard the ship and look out into your space.
How can Leonard get a much better connection in the future so that when he does do his channeling to thousands of people, that he will be much more connected?
This just comes from the factor of comfortability. He does not have to try. This is a very easy thing for him. He needs to release any fears of judgment from other human beings.
Yes.
But this is the easy work for him. So we will not say he has to do anything except meditate.
Good. Now, he also tells me about his connection with Serapis Bay?
Serapis Bay.
Serapis Bay. Can you tell me about his connection with Serapis
This has
Bay?
been going on for eons as well. This is a soul connection. This is soul family. Serapis Bay is an ascended master, if you will call him that, an ascended being. Another aspect of himself.
Yes.
Serapis Bay has been waiting for his alignment and acknowledgement. He says it's about time that Leonard has connected
Yes.
and remembered. But with now knowing that, he has opened himself up to the assistance of his comrade.
Very good. So just as we would need to request assistance from the angelic realm, by Leonard just requesting assistance from Serapis Bey, he'll be connected?
Yes.
Good. Has he done that?
Yes.
Very good. Is he one of these golden Syrian beings? Is that what he is?
Yes.
So how is this being influencing the life of Leonard right now? As we know that all lives are simultaneous, is that correct?
Yes.
So how is Serapis Bey's life influencing Leonard?
By sending thoughts telepathically through the ethers that are now being more received rather than deflected by him and his consciousness. This golden being, another ally and comrade of his, has the ability to go physical and non-physical as well, interdimensional. This being has agreed to present itself when he has reached a certain stage of development to interact and send thought waves that may have not been previously understood and confuse him. But now he is at the stage of his awareness in which he can receive and communicate openly.
The thoughts that are coming from Serapis Bey and the thoughts that are coming from the Arcturians, can he distinguish the difference?
Yes.
Yes.
When he is focused.
So will this serve him when he does his work in the future, to be able to identify who he's receiving this information from?
Yes. We wish you to know that his field is protected.
Yes.
He will not be influenced by any wannabes.
Yes. Good. So I know that we've gone through a lot of his questions here today. Is there anything that I did not include that you would like to tell him about right now?
Yes. He did want clarification on what it is to be first family.
Yes.
He has met some of his brothers and sisters that are a part of this soul group and have chosen to incarnate on the planet at this time. These are the helpers and light workers. The first family was sent here through God and the angelics to Earth in their light form and light body to play and create as gods. The creation of plant life and the animal kingdom was due to their collective work together and collective manifestations. The earth was in a pure form, as high of a density and light-bearing. Mother Gaia was in, matching the beings that came. His and this soul group's wish is to return the planet to its original form in which they came.
So is that what the ascension to other dimensions are about?
Yes.
Raising back to the original.
Return.
So she's not actually ascending, she's actually returning
Yes.
back to her natural state.
Yes, ascension is just the term which
Okay.
is applied.
Okay. So how is this family, this first family, doing this? How are they helping right now?
On many levels, because these souls are multidimensional, and all souls are. But this particular group is working on many levels, from the angelics to the galactics, all the way to their human nature and their physical incarnations as human beings on the planet, holding the light, touching their feet to the ground, connecting with Gaia.
Now, we talk a lot about things that are happening or are going to happen to Gaia. Concerns about a major flash solar event. What is that all about?
Fear propaganda. There is nothing to fear. Mother Gaia is doing just fine. Self-sufficient.
Yes.
Need not the human intervention.
But when all of those look at Gaia and our mother is being polluted,
yes,
is there something that she is going to do to clean herself up? Or are we going to be part of the solution too?
Yes, Gaia will react in certain ways.
Okay.
Yes, which will trigger the human beings to change some of their behaviors.
Okay. So she'll be shaking a little bit to get our attention? Okay. All right. Is there anything for the humans to be worried about, though, when she decides to?
There is never anything to worry about.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So do you feel that with that information about the first family that has clarified things for Leonard?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to say on behalf of the angelic realm?
We of the angelic realm would like him to know that the images and reality he is conjuring up in his mind is one that he has set forth to manifest in the physical, to help many thousands and then hundreds of thousands of people with the particular message from We Who We Are as Michael.
Yes.
It will be grand work. Much of it will be passed on, preceding him.
Yes.
We will write many books with him. We do wish him to get started.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Now, when I met Leonard, it felt like he was my son. Why do we have that connection?
Because that has been the case. You have also been friends and family. You are soul family.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Will we be working in the future together?
Yes. That's always a choice,
Yes.
but it is in alignment with your energies
Yes.
and influence.
Very good. Very good. Is there anything else that you would like to say to him today? Or do you feel that this is complete for today?
That he is dearly loved, and we are extremely pleased with his interactions with us as of recently. We want him to know that the instances of channeling are us communicating down the pipeline, if you will. We wish him to have confidence in this and own the role as the channeler for Michael the Archangel.
Very good. Are we complete?
Yes.
Thank you so much.